Welcome back, everyone. I'm Dragothien. Last week during our stream, we mentioned a video from a developer that reached out to me. This will be the first in a series of videos that I just started playing called Grand Gangster War. The creators of the game reached out to me and had me play it for a little bit, and they wanted to see if it's something that you guys would like to get into. I jumped into it myself, and so far I'm kind of seeing it as a mix between like GTA and Rise of Kingdoms. So let's jump into this game. I'm going to go over some of the basics of the beginning, kind of give you some tips and tricks on what you should be doing and what you should look out for. And then we're going to go into a few videos over the next week or two, really diving into some of the mechanics of the game and seeing again, if that's something that you guys were interested in playing, make sure you use the link below to download the game. You can use it on emulators for PC. It has its own PC client. You can play it on Android and iOS as well. So it's all on all the platforms, so you can play it wherever you're at. Let's jump into it. Like I said before, if you enjoyed other games that we've played on this channel, you should enjoy this kind of twist on it. You're kind of a mob boss when it comes to your character, and you have to unlock and develop your city. This is the beginnings of the city that you're going to be unlocking. I have a more advanced account that I've been playing for a little over a month where it'll show you the whole thing, but this is kind of what it looks like when you first get started. You have your main complex here, which is going to give you all of your resources. And then you have your city, which you develop, which has your healing station. It has your troop development stations. It has your research facilities. It's got all kinds of things that you can get into in the game and help you develop your city faster. All right, let's go over some of the things that you can do at the very beginning of the game and some of the things you should be focusing on when you start your account in Grand Gangster War. First off, I want to talk about your club management system. That's the main area here that you see in front of you. This has your 4 resource stations loaded into it, and each one of these you want to level up so that you can start generating the resources that you need to develop your city and develop your account. You can see you have a gun shop, you have a restaurant, you have a casino, and a nightclub. And again, each one of these things gives you different resources that's going to help you level up. You also have your office right here in the middle. This is kind of your main building. You want to make sure you're focusing on leveling this part up as much as possible, because this is what unlocks the rest of your buildings leveling up. Also, it increases your troop capacity and increases the number of marches you can have on the open field. Yes, you do have open field movement in this game. Speaking of open field, let's jump into how to do that and what it looks like. All right, as you can see, I'm auto-completing my dark web intels, which are on the open field. So right now, all these things are happening while we're talking. I'm not having to do them myself, but this is full open field movement, guys. So same as Rise of Kingdoms, where you can drag and drop, you can drag onto what you're targeting. There's rallies, there's flags for your alliance. In this case, they're signs. They're called alliance strongholds, but they're basically billboard signs. That's what's your alliance territory is built off of, and you can teleport into spaces that are created by these billboard signs. So as you can see, I'm just automatically getting these done, which is pretty sweet. There's also other events that you can get into. Like this is one that's like it's a server-wide event where you can just attack this mech unit, and what it does is it just gives you, based off of your damage onto it, it gives you rewards back. This game is already advanced enough to where there is server versus server combat systems. There is alliance combat systems as well. And of course, when you start the game, you're going to be going in with an international player base. If you zoom all the way out on the minimap, you can see where the alliances are centralized and which nationality those alliances are. So for instance, I'm in a German alliance right now. We do have a US one that basically did take over the server and did win the middle downtown area, which is where basically King's Land is. And in this case, again, it's not a king so much as a mob boss, but the idea here is that this will help you control the server and be able to get the most buffs for your alliance and all that good stuff. LSD on this server is the #1 alliance, and they have taken over from starting area to downtown area, which is the center area. You get there by taking over bridges. These bridge fights allow you to get into the next zone, similar to gate fights that we have on other games here, but same mechanism. You want to have your alliance territories going to these different areas to enable you to get to the next zones. So all the same fun things that you're used to, all the battle, all the content, all the fighting, all of it's still in here. And of course you have a ton of PvE content in here to help you grow your account and be able to do the things that you want to do. If you go to your mansion on the bottom right, this is your mansion that you have for your own boss. There's a beauty mechanism where you have basically women that are part of your organization, and you can invest in them by giving them gifts, and they'll give you bonuses to your troop damage and health and defense. You also have equipment and gear, which will help go into your enforcers to help boost their bonuses. And you also have the ability, once you unlock it, to have a luxury car, and that will enable you to do other events inside the game, like assaulting different armored carriers and getting more things done with more events. There is payment mechanisms inside of here, just like any mobile game, and there's tons of ways that you can do it, but there's a lot of non-pay stuff too. So there's tons of things that you can do, like blackjack. You can do fishing inside of the game. You can do slot machines. You can do wheel spinning. There's tons of things that are non-pay related that you can get the tokens for without paying. And then of course, tons of events inside of here that are really just time-based and capability-based, giving you rewards for things that you're getting done in the game. Here's some gameplay from the beginning of the game, so you can kind of get a feel for what you're going to be doing. So you definitely want to make sure that you're upgrading all of your resource facilities. You have 4 different ones inside of your main kind of base here. And the storyline is going to be unlocking this city up top above you. So let's go ahead and do that really quick and show you what the street fight looks like. So right now we've got 2 enforcers, and then this is you over here on the left. But you're going to battle, and eventually you'll unlock autoplay and increases in speed. Until you get auto, you're going to have to use your skills from your enforcers manually. All right, we won the fight. We got some gems, some diamonds, and alloys. And this is what you use to fully upgrade your skill sets and your resources. You want to save these at the beginning because this is how you upgrade your boss as well. All right, so let's do that. Some of these steps you can do a little spin. These are really cool. These get you your enforcers. Then we have our first boss battle. All right, let's use our skill on our tank. All right, so we have our healer, we've got our tank, and then we've got a damage dealer here. Gonna use all the skills. Heal. And we won the boss battle. All right, so this is how you access the boss talent system. You open up your profile. You can obviously change your profile here too, but we're going through the tutorial still. You can upgrade different things. And again, you've got to use these alloys to upgrade them. So now that we've killed some of those street fights, we're starting to unlock the city. All of this unlocks as you continue on the storyline, and all of these are your buildings that you're going to upgrade and do your research at and build your troops and all that stuff. So breakouts, these are how you get your enforcers because you're breaking them out of jail. So let's do our breakout here. And I'll play the video for it the first time just to kind of show you what it looks like. But this is you breaking somebody out of jail to be part of your enforcer squad. There's nice little mini games as you progress through the storyline too. This is one of them. Got some Gavin pieces, puzzle pieces, shards. Looks like we have some new recruits. All right, so on the enforcer screen, you see these stars with the up arrow. We did get some of Gavin's shards earlier. So you go to the star up, and this is how you level your skills up. Now, each skill has 2 different pieces to it. You've got the personal stuff, which is what you're seeing on the storyline, where you're part of that 5-person, 6-person team. These are the skills that you get as you level that up. The troop portion is your open field skill. So each one of these, as you level them up, gives you basically twice the benefit. You have the personal skill level up and the troop level up. Okay, we have 10 of these. These are pretty good. Let's go ahead and run through those. We'll skip the cinematic. Okay, we have Kelly now. She has a whip as well. Lots of whips. And then this building is the worker dormitory. So this is where you can upgrade your workers and get more workers. Let's go ahead and get the rewards for beating the second boss. Let's go and jump into the whole city here. I'm going to show you what the city looks like as it's fully opened up and unlocked. We went through the storyline progression on how to unlock all these things. Once you finish that storyline that's winding through all the streets, you unlock your entire city here. Inside of this city, you have your different training facilities where you're training troops. You have the ability to upgrade your clinics, which is going to be where you heal your troops when you're fighting. Then you also have your alliance center, which is where you're going to get your helps and also help others in your alliance. You're going to be able to invest in the alliance technology whenever you open up your alliance tab. There's tons of things you can do in here. You also have your intel room at the bottom left here. This is a little mini event thing where you open it up and you can go ahead and get more rewards by doing these dark web intels, and it'll give you shards for your enforcers. It'll give you cash. Sometimes they'll give you other things. You also have cash carriers, armored cash carriers that you can go and attack inside of this system, where you can get more cash, you can get more resources, gear. You also have your rallies inside of dark web intel, where you can get speed ups and all the other things that you need to do to progress your account. And you want to do these as much as possible. The cool thing about dark web intel as well is you can click autocomplete and it'll do all these for you, so you don't have to individually do these one at a time. It isn't that bad if you're doing it that way, but with autocomplete it's just even easier. So you just set it on autocomplete and then you can just go and collect the bonuses and the gear and stuff that you get from these activities. Over here in the top right is where you house your marches, and again you're going to go in here and be able to load in your enforcers, the type of troop you want to use with those enforcers. In this case, all three of these are biker enforcers, so I want to use bikers for everything. And as you have more enforcers inside of your march, you'll be able to get extra bonuses whenever you use them on the open field. So that's the game at a really high level, guys. Again, change of pace, right? It's the same type of game that we've always played on this channel. It's just different as far as the setting. So again, instead of, you know, we're trading in archers and cavalry for bikers and thugs. Like it's just a different way of looking at the type of game that you're playing. To me, it's just a little fun thing to do different. Still the same kind of surge that I get when it comes to strategy and city building and things like that, and building up your account. I still get that same feeling playing this game as all my other games. It's just a different looking type of game, and it plays differently, so it's not quite so cookie cutter from all the other games that have been coming out back to back to back that are all medieval based or all whatever based, right? This is just a little different. I like it. It's something that I've been playing for a little while. You'll see a couple more videos in the coming weeks about the game as well, really showcasing some of the mechanisms inside of here. Like, I'm going to go into the enforcers and what they do and how to combine them together to make the best marches. With that being said, I'm going to wrap the video up here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to download it, link is in the description below. I definitely advise you to do that. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers. Have a good one and take care.